Yeah, we were just talking.
Shut up, nigga. Ain't nobody ask you shit.
Wow. If I get up and choke you, because you saw me when I bent you over on that table.
Whoa,
right?
Relax.
what?
It's out of control, bro.
Everybody missed that.
What?
Welcome back, fans, till we run it. We run it?
We run it.
The running.
We run it.
I like the run in.
The running.
It don't matter.
Welcome back, fam. On the road to WrestleMania. We missed a couple. You all right? Yeah, we happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
My bad, bro.
Let's dig right into it, though. The John Cena Cody Rhodes Part 3 running. I think we kind of all predicted that it was going to be some type of violence. We was looking for violence in the last one. It kind of went not like we expected. You know, one of the things we've been talking about is, you know, this being a villain's WrestleMania, but usually the road to WrestleMania is paved with wins for the villain. And John Cena got his ass knocked the hell out in the round 3 of the Cody versus Cena. Devastatingly too. Like it was just a quick knockout, see you later, left them in the ring completely washed up. The more and more we go deeper into this road to WrestleMania, the more it looks like Cody Rhodes is gonna get his ass handed to him in this damn WrestleMania.
The heel that will make them kneel.
Here we go.
So
is that you pulling his ass cheeks towards you?
yeah,
Is that what you're doing? You
spreading
glazing this
at
nigga.
the same time. But watch out for the pink eye.
Yeah.
Serge, what do you think about all this?
Glazing this guy.
I think it's about time, as we were saying before, there, another physical altercation that helped build up the build up to WrestleMania. Cody's gonna need these small wins because, as you said, he's gonna get his ass whooped at WrestleMania. He's not winning. He's not winning the title. Cena's gonna win. It's gonna be an extended feud. I think that goes into SummerSlam, possibly even into next year.
Word.
Possibly even to next year.
The more I watch, the more they're putting Cody over, the more I feel like, damn, it could be a squash match at WrestleMania.
I don't know if it's gonna be a squash. But
We've been surprised with it before. Like, remember Goldberg versus Brock?
But that wasn't
It
the
was like 14 minutes.
That was
no.
a PLE.
No.
But that wasn't the main event.
At
wasn't.
at WrestleMania, actually, that match was kind of all right.
No, not the
them
WrestleMania.
Oh, the initial
The
Oh,
squash.
that was Survivor Series.
The Survivor Series squash. That was the main
with
event.
a minute.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
And
the
it
main
was
event.
it was 1 minute long. See you later.
Yeah.
You know why that's not a bad take is because they've been filling up the WrestleMania card like with a lot of matches, so
Yeah.
that might not be.
Why would you do it on
You
that
know,
card though?
if
On
the-
that storyline?
I mean, it's just good storytelling,
It just
right?
makes sense.
And it's long term storytelling, to be honest. Like they're doing
That's
something for the
embarrassing
future.
for the record.
Well, that's
No.
why they're building Cody up. They got Cody.
But it's not it's not really embarrassing.
I know,
per
but I'm
se.
saying
It's-
like to on the highest stage, you lose that quickly, and you're the champion. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just saying. I think that's. I don't know. I don't know if I would like that.
You don't know if you would like it?
No.
I mean, but when you actually see it live, the shock factor alone would almost make it worth it.
No.
Because
Cena
you would be like, I've never seen anything like
Cena
this.
trash.
Right? That's fair. I mean, it's Cena doing it, but the story that they're building up, as pissed as he is, if he comes out and he squashes Cody, everything that he said now rings true.
I could see it if
Right?
it was younger Cena. I think just older Cena is just like he's just frail. That's all.
What you think, Chase?
So
Frail. Here we go.
I agree with Serge. I feel that Cena is kicking Cody's ass where it counts on the
Right.
mic. He's busting his ass left and right.
Even this last one?
Yeah, busting his ass.
Okay.
When he dropped that line, I made billions for billionaires. You just take money from their kids. That was a bar. Seriously.
Nah, for DJ, it really was,
Come
though.
on,
Like,
DJ.
come on.
Like, seriously. Like,
Tony
you can't.
Khan? Like, come on.
AEW, that whole.
It,
You
I ain't going
serious?
for it. Continue.
crazy.
Continue.
Anyway,
But it really is a heavy line, though.
it's a heavy
All
line.
jokes aside,
Like,
it
you
is
just
a
take
heavy
money
line
from
for him.
Take
kids?
money
Like-
from their kids.
AEW, Tony Khan's son, owner of the Jaguars, wrote him a check.
And you could even say Triple H.
Don't matter.
Wow.
You could even say Triple H
Yeah,
because
he
that
had
is
that
Vince's
whole-
son-in-law.
Yeah.
So
Continue.
I feel that Cody is looking strong only to get his ass whooped. Now, if it's a squash, that's going to be amazing because John Cena is like, I told you so. He hit me with that bull-ass, crap-ass move, and I laid there to give him a false sense of security. Right?
Oh boy.
This man lifted the Big Show and Edge like flush.
How
clean.
long ago was this though? Stop living in the past. We're currently. He doesn't look that good. We've seen him already.
Who doesn't look that good?
John Cena. He's not the same. Maybe that's why
mean-
you got to go a squash match.
I mean-
Because that nigga probably can't perform.
That could be a
this-
squash
that
match.
long anymore.
But that was the point I made a couple weeks ago. I'm like, yo, like, unless it's a triple threat, they got to carry this man for a
Yeah.
minute. So it would make more sense for it to be a squash match because it's. I was thinking it was going to go the road of a triple threat this whole time.
But
right?
even if you look at
It's not
Elimination
too
Chamber,
late though. Is it? Is it still too late?
it's too late.
It's too late.
Okay.
Even if you look at Elimination Chamber, John Cena,
You don't
Think
think
it's
so?
too late? I don't know.
it's way too late.
Why
WrestleMania
do you-
is next week.
Why do you say? Okay, yeah.
WrestleMania is next week.
The reason I say that is because a couple years ago, what was it? It was Roman Reigns against Brock, and then literally the night of
What was the
Money in
tool-
the Bank. It was
who has the Money in the Bank now?
true. I'm just saying, to your point,
It's too
if
late.
CM Punk gets inserted somehow,
That's what I was thinking.
that's what I mean.
You don't
That's
think
not
he fought?
happening.
Yo,
be
I think I've been hoping this for the last
Yes.
3
Yeah,
months.
but I've warmed up to
And
that
I
idea.
probably got you guys on board
Yeah,
that train. I'm just
except
gonna
for me, 'cause
I'm
I
gonna
was just like-
apologize now.
So you glazed.
You know, I thought it
No,
was
it didn't make
a,
sense.
a white hot idea. You know,
The one
But,
thing
It
I
was
was
like,
Here's
I
the
don't know.
thing. I'll say the one thing about that idea, Steve's idea is way better than where they're going. Right? Way better. Because where they're going, once again, I feel like I called that.
Where are they going?
Well,
it seems like they're gonna have the villains win this WrestleMania.
Got you. Okay.
Seems like John Cena's gonna walk away with the belt, and I think the only thing you can do at this point is let John Cena retire with the title.
at least for like a few
Or
months.
does someone interfere with this match?
No.
You
I
don't think
think
no-
I think that you give him exactly what he said he was gonna do. You bring so much interest to WWE. You let John Cena take the belt from Cody and then retire.
At least for
and-
like 6 months.
And you don't see him for 6 months. The title's not on TV for 6 months. Everybody's like, what the hell's going on? The title's been, it's not vacated.
Yeah.
He's retired with the title. And then he shows up and
No, I like that. So
Yeah.
you kind of give him a little CM Punk moment from a couple years ago when he won the title. I said a couple. 10 years ago when he
Yeah.
won the title, left, came back at that pay-per-view with John Cena. Maybe doing this the right way with John.
yeah.
And if you extend it where this man is not gone like CM Punk was for a week
And make it like
and make it like this man is gone. Cody, who's Cody gonna chase now? Right? He was better for me, he was better as a challenger than a champ. Way better. Because who has he fought? Who has he fought?
And then
As
As
a
a
champ.
champ?
and then you
And
I
this
can
is legitimate.
see
Oh, go ahead.
the twist. While Cena's gone with the belt, Cena comes back face turn.
Yeah.
While Cena's gone, Cody goes heel turn. So then we end up right in the same spot again. This time Cody's the heel, which by the way, he's a phenomenal heel.
Cody?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's lights out
Yeah.
as a heel. And then John Cena gets his face turned right before he retires officially.
I don't know. It's too much.
it's too much, but I think
But I
to
understand what you
the
mean.
point of like John Cena is legitimately retiring, so him winning the title and being out for an extended period, it just works.
At
Yeah.
least
It just
till-
works
at
so
least till
well.
Survivor Series.
At the
Yeah.
very least. At the very
I
least.
said a year, like come back next WrestleMania with the belt.
Yeah, you can even come back on next Royal Rumble, just little
Yeah.
put
So
you
then
in
only
there
have
and
one
then
championship
build it
floating
up.
around that entire time?
Exactly.
They create a new
They build,
championship.
and then they build up Jay. They don't create a new one. They just
They
build
would
up
have
Jay.
to.
Jay's the only one running around with a title. Jay is The Rock's champion. The Rock's other champion.
I don't think he beats Gunther.
But to that point though, you don't necessarily need titles because at that you just need the personalities behind the titles.
So-
So
Titles
saying
just
it's just
add,
one title.
like,
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, like
You
that's
have
how it was
plenty
when
of
we were
titles.
growing
You
up.
have
When we were
plenty of
growing
more
up, it
titles.
was just
Yeah.
one title.
Yeah.
So.
But here's the thing. When we were growing up, there were only 30, 40 guys on the roster. This roster is like
Hundreds.
200 people deep.
Exactly why it's even better that you got the one belt.
But which is also, we got WWE, NXT, like everybody has their own
So
little segue.
does that belt change hands throughout that year?
It could.
Wait, which one?
But I think
the
whoever
championship.
walks away with the other belt,
Yeah.
the heavyweight title,
World
the world
heavyweight.
title.
Is that the WCW one?
No.
No,
Yes, the equivalent of what you
well they
saying.
they
Yeah.
merged them together, so
Yeah.
that would WCW is technically the undisputed title as well.
Got
but
it.
like the world title is the one that can stay on the mainstream for a year and build up its
I was
its
just thinking that.
stature,
Exactly.
while
Build up the world
the other one is at home with John Cena.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because
So-
John Cena will have the WWE
Yeah,
championship. That's obviously.
and he's holding on to it, and everybody already like the view of John Cena with the belt, is what it is. It's undisputed.
I don't know.
So
And
Especially
also-
if he
creates,
squashes.
and also the world
If he
title is known as a
squashes-
workhorse
but
championship.
that
Yes.
creates an issue though.
But if he squashes him,
Yeah.
then that the undisputed title reigns supreme, and so
Okay.
then he can walk away after a squash
So-
and it reigns supreme.
Gotcha.
The only issue is that Cody would have to win that belt.
That belt.
No, I'm not talking about John Cena's belt. I'm talking about Gunther's belt. He would have to win that
Why
belt.
do you say that?
Because if Jey Uso wins that title and is running around, everybody knows he's not the world champion.
Yeah.
He's not the real world champion.
Right.
If Cody wins that championship, everybody knows that Cody is Pepsi and John Cena's Coke. Right? He's number 2.
Yeah. Good
Number
point.
2.
Good point.
Right?
Good point. Good point.
What do you mean?
No.
What are you talking about?
Good point.
Look at
Yo,
you.
this
You
is
are
so listen.
King hater.
Crazy. I'm just,
But
I'm
listen.
just my eyes.
But
I'm
listen,
just chilling, bro.
But listen, we're gonna talk about Pepsi, Coke, and Dr. Pepper
Sensitive.
real quick, right?
Sensitive.
So Bianca Belair,
Brother.
Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley.
Official.
It's officially gonna be a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Without getting too deep into it, first I want to know who's your pick. Serge, who's your pick?
My pick now is Bianca.
Bianca, who you picking?
Definitely not Riley Ripley. What's her? Rhea
Rhea
Ripley?
Ripley?
She almost got her fucking neck broken.
Yeah, that was
But
a bad
I would
bump.
say Bianca,
That was
for
a
sure.
bad bump.
Bianca.
Bianca, me too. I'm gonna go with Bianca. There's been some. Go ahead. What?
No. Only because I want to hop on what y'all were saying about this being a heel WrestleMania. Bianca's been getting booed.
Yeah.
She's been wearing black. Her attitude has shifted just a little bit. There's been little sprinkles in the past couple of weeks of like a potential heel turn or heel X. Mm-hmm. That's why I think she's going to end up winning. And she's a great heel.
So much to Chase's point a couple weeks ago, it looks like she could be coming a heel. Me personally, I'd be pissed if she became a heel.
Why?
But Black Twitter's actually making some noise. And what are they saying on Black Twitter,
So,
Chase?
Rhea Ripley's white privilege. Right? That is the thing. That is the thing. Seriously. Because look at it. Right? Io Sky. Right? Bianca won Elimination Chamber.
Yep, for sure.
She has the right
to
to
it, yep.
face Io Sky.
That's
Right.
what it was for. Yes.
Rhea Ripley comes out of nowhere, says, I want to be in this match. The next day when she loses, she's like, I'm in this match. And they put her in the match. Then Bianca Belair is like, hey, you didn't win nothing. You lost. Right? How are you in this match? Right? So they go through this long, convoluted story to get Rhea Ripley in this match. Right? And everybody's just saying, Rhea Ripley doesn't deserve to be in this match. It should be Bianca versus Io Sky only. Right? Because Io Sky beat Rhea Ripley fair and square.
True.
Right? No cheating, no nothing. Right? Bianca won Elimination Chamber with her friend getting her ass kicked, her other friend kicking her friend's ass, and fighting everybody.
Yeah,
right?
she went through the trials to get to the
trials
elimination
and
chamber.
tribulations.
Yeah.
Right?
So, like, my
Amen.
question, Chase, is the WWE bookers going with the agenda of putting white privilege into the men and women's division because John Cena didn't go through any trials to get to
He went
the
through Elimination Chamber.
No. How did he qualify for the Elimination Chamber?
Oh, he said he was going in there.
He said, I'm going. Everybody else had to qualify.
Facts.
He was the only one. And the only person that called him out on it was CM Punk. CM Punk said, you did not qualify to be here. You should not be here. You lost the Royal Rumble.
Facts.
You should not be here. And no one ever followed up on that storyline. It's just like John Cena's here, and then he happens to win.
And he's about to go over a black champion.
What's up? What's up, DJ?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He's about to go.
He's not saying nothing about that.
It's
though.
the truth.
About John Cena. He's not saying nothing about that.
I gotta agree. He's about to go over the current African American champion.
That's what I'm saying.
So is Ted the Stephen A. Smith of We Run It?
Wow. For sure he is, man. Just better headline.
But Stephen Chase, do y'all think they're protecting that match though? Because Rhea versus Bianca is clearly, to me, that's like the John Cena and Randy Orton for the women. You could do that at any point in time, but to insert Io, I feel like you're kind of keeping it safe to where they might not lose. No, it's not pointless. It's not pointless. Okay. You're doing it for a reason.
So whoever Io takes the pin.
Io's gonna take the pin.
Yeah,
who
regardless.
Wins?
Bianca. My pick is Bianca.
Bianca has to win because she hasn't lost at a
But doesn't she have to be Io since Io's the one to beat?
You can pin whoever.
But like,
I think it's gonna be
much
Io.
to the point you just made, Rhea's not even supposed to be there, so it wouldn't matter if you pin Rhea because she wasn't supposed to be there. Io and Bianca are the two that are supposed to be there. So if Bianca wins, she has to win by beating Io. Rhea doesn't matter.
Not in the rules though.
Yeah, we're not talking about the rules. We're just talking about the morality of the match, right? Because based off of what your argument, Rhea shouldn't even be there. So it doesn't matter if she gets pinned.
Yeah, but the reason you wouldn't pin her because she's so hot, I guess.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Fair enough.
Like, still trash ass match.
So let's keep it with you, Chase.
Yeah.
Wiseman No More.
Oh.
Heyman, owes Punk and Rollins.
So here's the thing.
This nigga excited. Look.
I'm super excited because a couple of weeks ago I said the person we have to look out for is not Punk and it is not Roman Reigns, it's Seth Rollins. Right? Agreed. And when Punk said...
I don't remember that.
I did say that.
I did say that. Of course you wouldn't remember that, King Hater. Yeah. You don't watch the show. Crazy. So when CM Punk said, I want you, Wiseman, to be in my corner, I was like, what? That's corny. That's super corny. And then I thought about Seth Rollins. I was like, oh, there's the rub right there. Mm-hmm. Seth Rollins is winning this match and screwing both of them. Because the thing with WWE now is that they go into the history and
watch your hands now. Watch your hands.
Oh yes, they go into the.
We got that on camera, player.
But they go
is
into
that John Cena you holding?
Wow,
just saying.
Crazy. Sheesh. Wow, takes a Knicks fan to talk about blowing something.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, man. You've been doing it all night. You've been doing it all night.
To talk about. He been doing it all night. Notice when somebody's blowing somebody, huh?
He been doing it all night, man.
Crazy. You know? Anyway, so the thing is that Paul Heyman has been a snake ever since he got into the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? And Seth Rollins has overacted his role all day. Oh, we got to take him out, Roman. We got to get him because he's in for himself. Ah! That's Seth Rollins, right? But that's him. That's what he did. That's what he did during that promo.
No, you're right.
CM Punk comes out, and I said, why is he acting like that? He hates both of these guys. Why is he acting like that? Then CM Punk says what he says, and he attacks Roman Reigns. Nobody's paying attention to Seth Rollins. Mm-hmm. Then Seth Rollins comes out. Why is Paul Heyman interacting with Seth Rollins?
That's fair.
You know? Why? You know? It just doesn't.
And then he goes to curb stomp him, and then he stops, and he's like, now you owe me one.
You owe me. It's a lot of favors. A lot of favors going around.
Interesting. So we're going to stay tuned for that one. And the last part, I just want to get everybody's quick take, all right? So we've seen the Jey Uso. Saw Jimmy get his ass whooped by Gunther pretty badly. We're going into WrestleMania. Just a Jey or Gunther. Who you going with for the
Jey?
Jey gets the title.
Yeah,
who you
Gunther.
Going with a Gunther. Okay.
I gotta go with Jey.
Jey.
I'm going with Jey. Only because this build up, I feel like you can't do this. If he doesn't win, you're doing all this for nothing.
I'm going with Jey with the Twins doing a heel turn at WrestleMania.
That's what I'm thinking because he's wearing black. Again, going back to wearing black for sure.
But y'all let us know at home. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell. This is We Run It.
The Run-In.
The Run-In.
Nigga, what was that? We out. Peace.
Peace.
The King Hater. King Hater